A bug's life, a tiny world, huge adventure. Today, we're diving into the bustling insect metropolis of Ant Island, a place where ants toil endlessly, grasshoppers loom menacingly, and chaos often arrives in the form of a well-meaning, overly ambitious ant named Flick. So grab your magnifying glasses as we explore this animated gem with all its humor, heart, and larger-than-life characters, which ironically are really, really small. At the heart of this tale lies Ant Island, a charming little hill nestled in a seasonally dry creek bed. It's a peaceful place. Well, peaceful if you ignore the looming threat of a gang of grasshoppers led by their terrifying boss, Hopper. Every summer, these poor ants are forced to present a mountain of food to Hopper as tribute, leaving them scrambling to gather enough for themselves. And leading this hardworking colony, we've got two contrasting figures, the wise elderly queen and her anxious but determined daughter, Princess Ada. Ada is doing her best to fill her mother's shoes, but let's just say the pressure of leadership and Hopper's intimidation tactics aren't exactly helping her confidence. Into this world of strict routines and looming danger walks Flick, the colony's resident oddball. Flick is an ant with big ideas, big dreams, and an impressive talent for creating chaos wherever he goes. He's got a knack for inventing gadgets that nobody asked for, but his heart, it's in the right place. One fateful day, Flick decides to help streamline the food collection process with one of his inventions. What happens next? Oh, just the small matter of him destroying the colony's entire offering to the grasshoppers. Chaos, panic, ants running in circles. This is not the kind of excitement Princess Ada was looking for. With Hopper's return fast approaching, the entire colony is terrified of the consequences. And honestly, same. Hopper isn't just intimidating, he's got top tyrant energy to rival any villain out there. Feeling responsible for the disaster he caused, because, well, he is responsible, Flick comes up with an outrageous plan. He proposes leaving the island to recruit warrior insects who will defend the ants against Hopper. It's bold, it's brave, it's absolutely ridiculous. But, desperate for a solution, the ants reluctantly agree to let Flick go. Spoiler alert, this decision is about to turn their lives upside down. Leaving Ant Island is a big deal for a little ant, but Flick is determined. He journeys into the big city, a discarded trailer surrounded by towering blades of grass. And here's where the story gets hilariously unpredictable. Enter the circus bugs. This ragtag troupe of performing insects includes such icons as Heimlich, the hilariously gluttonous caterpillar, Francis, the cranky ladybug who's constantly battling gender stereotypes, and Slim, a stick insect who's about as intimidating as, well, a stick. Through a series of comical misunderstandings, Flick mistakenly hires this group of bumbling performers, believing they're mighty warriors. And guess what? These circus bugs think they're being hired for a gig, not a life or death battle. It's like hiring a clown troupe to guard a bank. What could possibly go wrong? Flick returns home with his newfound heroes, full of enthusiasm and hope. Back on Ant Island, the ants are, let's say, underwhelmed. To be fair, it's hard to look at a nervous stick bug and think, yes, this one will defeat our terrifying enemies. But for a while, everyone goes along with the act. The circus bugs try their best to play the part of warriors, though their antics are more laughable than intimidating. And when the truth finally comes out that these so-called heroes are actually professional clowns, the colony erupts into chaos once more. But just as it seems, things can't possibly get worse. Something miraculous happens. The circus bugs and the ants decide to team up anyway. Flick's hopeful spirit is oddly contagious, and together, this unlikely alliance starts brainstorming a plan to take a stand against Hopper once and for all. Meanwhile, Hopper is preparing to return to Ant Island, and let's just say he's not coming for a friendly holiday visit. Tensions are high as the ants and circus bugs scramble to put their intricate scheme into motion. The plan? Oh, just your classic build a gigantic fake bird to scare away the bad guy's strategy. It's creative, it's ambitious, and it's got disaster written all over it. But hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. Hopper and his gang arrive, ready to assert their dominance over the ants once again. What they don't expect is resistance. For Hopper, it's a simple equation. Ants work, grasshoppers rule. But this time, the ants aren't stepping aside so easily. As the plan unfolds, the fake bird takes flight with much comedic fumbling from the circus bugs, and for a moment, victory seems within reach. But this is a bug's life, and things rarely go smoothly. Hopper eventually sees through the ruse, and the ants find themselves in a dire situation. Enter Flick, our underestimated hero, who steps forward to confront Hopper with a stirring declaration of courage and unity.
The ants outnumber the grasshoppers,
He shouts, and for the first time, the other ants realize the truth of his words. In an incredibly satisfying turn of events, the ants band together to overthrow the grasshoppers, proving that even the smallest creatures can achieve great things when they work as one. Hopper meets his well-deserved comeuppance. Let's just say it involves a bird, a real bird this time, and peace is restored to Ant Island. With the grasshoppers defeated, the ants finally get a chance to celebrate and reflect. Flick goes from being the colony's outcast to its hero, earning the respect of his peers and the affection of Princess Ada. And the circus bugs, they return to their performing life, but not before leaving a trail of laughter and newfound friendships. At its core, A Bug's Life is more than a comedic adventure. It's a story about courage, unity, and believing in yourself. It's about the power of teamwork and how even the most unlikely individuals can make a difference. If you're a fan of animation, you owe it to yourself to dive back into A Bug's Life. It's a celebration of creativity, storytelling, and visual artistry, wrapped in a package that's as entertaining as it is heartfelt. So the next time you see a line of ants marching along, give them a nod of respect, because in their tiny world, they're probably plotting their next big adventure. And who knows, Flick might just be leading the charge.